Hello, everyone. Welcome. Get on in here. Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. Today is Q&A Sundays. So let you guys get a few minutes to get up in here so I can introduce myself to the new people, you guys that already know me. Don't have to worry about introductions. But back. Get on in here. Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. I'm your host, LJ Young. How many seconds? We're barely on in a minute. Barely been a minute, so I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. See you slowly trickling in. I try to give an hour advance notice so people can be prepared. Let me know if it needs to be a little bit longer. It's totally up to you. But get on in here. Welcome, welcome. Today's Q&A Sundays. Today is about you guys. And just to let you know right away that it's going to go on as long as the questions keep coming. As long as the questions keep coming, we'll keep going. But I'm not just going to just ramble on like I normally do. I gotta make sure everybody knows this day is for you guys. So if it ends short, it's because of the people participation, everybody participation, stuff like that. So get on in here. Welcome, welcome. Let me put the invite. So just in case if anybody wants to come online, and you don't have to be on camera. You can just use your voice. What's up, Quentin? You don't have to use your voice. Get on in here. You can come. You can use. You can get on camera. You can type your question in the comments. Anything you want. Anything to do with personal finances, I will answer the question. Okay, mathematically. Okay. Thank you, Quentin. This is the new shirt. My little bro, Patrick Young hooked me up. So he made my vision. This is my vision right here. And on the back of this particular shirt, it says FHA loan. It says FHA mortgage, just in black letters. FHA mortgage, loan owner, not homeowner. That's what it says. Yes, that's it, nicer. My brother, Patrick Young, saw my vision and hooked it up. Right now, I just got this yesterday. All right, just a single shirt to show you guys. Check out the design. This was my original vision, right? But it just didn't happen that way. I did it wrong. I never again. I won't do that again. But that's what happens when you first start out. So right here, the front says Google #savings minus debt. Savings is in green and black, and then red, debt, representing the debt. Savings, green, things of that nature. You like that? You guys like that shirt? If you guys like it, give me a 1. NC Big says I want that shirt. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys what my first vision was, but I couldn't. I don't know, but right now it is. All right. What's up, Joseph? Welcome. Nicer says I like it. 1. Okay. All right. This is what it's so funny. This is so you guys understand something. Okay. This is how you do it. When you break out on your own, make sure before you buy some product, make sure your audience likes it too. Not just you. Okay. You got to make sure you ask the audience, hey, do you guys like this shirt? Then buy multiple shirts. Don't buy multiple shirts without asking the audience if they like it or not first. That's backwards. So don't learn from my mistakes. Don't ever do that, okay? Yeah, it's color. See how that? Of course, color shirts are more expensive, but that's the way I want. That's the vision I wanted. So there you go. Check that out. And like I said, you guys knew it. On the back, it says FHA mortgage. This particular shirt, there's gonna be shirts with many sayings, okay? But this particular shirt I have on says FHA mortgage, loan owner, not homeowner. Pretty crazy. My little brother Patrick Young hooked me up, and so I'm gonna see how you guys respond to it. If the response is good, so I see so far, hey, I'm gonna order them. All right. And I'm going to get all sizes. I got to get from small all the way to extra large, 2X, 3X accounts on. And I noticed the last shirts I ordered too. People were looking for like 2X, 3X, and I only went from small to extra large. See, again, I didn't ask. What's up, Terrence? Welcome. Good morning, Guru LJ. Guru LJ, huh? Okay. How you doing? Welcome. What's up, little bro? How you doing? I'm showing everybody the shirts that you hooked me up with. Savings minus debt. Savings minus debt. This is all you like when people. This is why I did this. So when people see this, right? They see me coming towards them. They can't help but go look, right? What does that mean? Savings minus debt. So they're going to pull out their phones and Google this hashtag, and then guess what? They're only going to find me. They're only going to find me. All right. And again, on the back of this particular shirt, it just says FHA Mortgages, a loan owner, not homeowner, just in black letters, nothing fancy. But I didn't want the words. I just wanted the front to stand out so people just look, right? And then when I walk past, they're gonna automatically look and see what's on the back of the shirt because they don't really understand what the front of the shirt says, right? So they're gonna automatically do that. So thank you, bro. My bro saw my vision. And I'm throwing it out to you guys to see if you like it. If you like it, let me know, and I will get these things ordered. And then I'll make sure I let you guys know what the prices are. This is what I was trying to do in the very beginning, but I just dropped the ball on that. Okay, so now I know what to do. NC Big says, and one NC Big says, order 2 kid ones from me and 1 adult. Okay, this is right now, NC Biggs, this is the only one I have, okay? Because I'm not doing things backwards anymore. I'm not going to order a bunch of shirts that nobody likes or even wants, right? So now I'm going to get the shirt. Hey, you guys like it? Yeah, cool. And remember, each shirt that comes out is going to have a different saying on the back. And you guys know I got a million sayings, okay? A million of them, right? But this particular one, you let me know, and then I'm gonna let you guys know the sayings on the back of the new batches of shirts I get. We'll have each a new saying on the back, and so you guys will know from there. Okay. What's up, Mike? Quentin says, "I need that T-shirt." You guys like see the front, man? I'm telling you, and the thickness. This particular shirt is thicker than my first of shirts. So now I'm gonna get with my brother, and I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker than this one. Okay, I want it just a tad bit thicker than this one because I know people like that thickness type of shirt, and I do too. So I'm gonna make sure it's thick. Of course, it's gonna reflect in the price. So I want you guys to understand that. But I'm doing quality over quantity. Okay, quality over quantity. So I'm gonna get the shirts are gonna be a little bit thicker. Usually, I notice too in this particular brand, I'll order a large shirt and it's kind of loose on me, but this one's kind of tight on me. But when I start shredding up for the summer, it'll fit the way I want it to fit because I don't like wearing big baggy shirts in the summertime, so I don't do that. So get in here. Hey bro, you did it. Let me let you guys see that one more time. See that? There we go. Yeah, Mike, that's what I'm doing quality this time. Okay. So I'm not going to be trying to say, hey, we can give me the cheapest shirts. No, I'm getting quality. So again, I'm going to get them just a little bit thicker than this. I'm going to let my brother know we're going to go a little bit thicker, maybe 1 or 2 times thicker. Counts on whatever. Price is not going to matter. That's what I'm going to do. So get on in here. Today is Q&A Sundays, by the way. If you are new to my channel, my name is LJ Young, and I am a conscious, 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see outside what I call the debt matrix. And the debt matrix is a place where everybody lives that believes in finance and everything that goes down in value. Cars, clothes, shoes, vacations, emergency tires, emergency car repairs, all this other stuff. You know, people just do that every day, right? But also, once I do this by exposing what I call glitches in the debt matrix. And glitches in the debt matrix are things that don't make mathematical sense, yet people keep doing them, right? So, when a person walks on a car lot and they see the sale price on the car and they go and finance the car for 72 months, they walk off going telling all their friends how they got this car on sale. But if you walked up to them and say, hey, you really didn't get that car on sale, look at the back of your 72-month contract. That's how much you got the car for. So the sale price doesn't matter. But some people would wake up to that fact, but some will be like, what are you talking about? I don't get it. Right? Those are glitches in the debt matrix. So and the glitch is, all you have to do is believe mathematics. You can get out of the debt matrix if you just simply believe math. You believe math, you will never lose, because math and money are one. If math didn't exist, we wouldn't have the ability to count money. We just could. That's why you just know if it doesn't make mathematical sense, it doesn't make financial sense either. All right. So today is about you guys. This show will go on just as long as the questions keep coming. Here is the link just in case you want to join the show and ask me a question. All that stuff. Okay. NC Big says, my big question is all the new prices on services on the website now. Oh, did they get changed already? Let me see. I haven't looked. I put the request in for my friend to do it, but no, he hasn't changed. Oh no, he hasn't changed the prices yet on my website. So my big question is all the new prices and services on the I'm not sure what you're seeing, man. I don't see that. I don't see the new prices. What prices are you talking about? Will S says, I see social media. This virus got people saying cancel rent, cancel mortgage, cancel student loans. We know they are speaking debt. Yeah, they're speaking debt. But you got, excuse me, you got to remember that's exactly part of the plan, because they know people in debt will do that. They will justify not paying their bills because of this virus thing. They were like, hey, man, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm not paying rent. That's exactly what they want you to do. So you can go deeper in debt. So this is what people in debt do. They stop paying their bills and they're maxing out their credit cards, which while at the same time having student loans, they're going to be in debt forever. They don't know that. That's all part of the plan. That's all. That's planned. People that hold the strings, the wealthy, they know people in debt do such things like that. Nisa says, did you set up an LLC or anything for you? Yes, I have. I did that a long time ago. Dave says, hello, everyone. Dave Sincere says, what's going on, everybody? Hello, hello. Nisa says, those cancel hashtags. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Cancel. Dave says, Will S. Oh, she's talking to Will S. NC Big says, yeah, I just wanted to know if they had changed yet. And I guess that's not. Oh, okay. No, they haven't changed them yet. No, I got to talk to my friend and see if he, when he's going to do it or have time to do it. I just got to do it myself. And I just sent that to him like yesterday, actually. So it's not like it's, he's got priority of doing that for me. All right. Today's Q&A Sundays. Today is where I answer any and all personal finance questions. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Today is about you guys. So we're going to only go as long as the questions come in. All right. I have put the link in there and I'm going to keep repeatedly putting the link in there. So do it again. If you want to join the stream, you can. You can click on that. I'm wearing my brand new shirt. See if you guys like it. And I'm getting good feedback already. So looks like this is going to be the go-to shirt. The go-to. So the front will always look like this. The front just basically says, hey, use Google. As soon as they see Google, and I'm like, Google what? And then they're going to see the hashtag. And then when they Google the hashtag, I'll be the only person that pops up in the search. And then they go from there. They'll find my videos. And then they'll just like, share, subscribe, whatever they do. Okay. And some of you that are new to my channel think, what what do I do? I help people get out of debt by using simple mathematics, right? That's what I do. And I can create a plan. You can call and just talk to me. A lot of people don't even want me up in their business. They just want to talk to me on the phone for an hour. That's available too. You can go to my services. Those prices are not up there, but you can look in the description. So if you want to talk to me for an hour, you can look in the description, contact me and say, yeah, I do. And that's the price in this description of this video. My prices haven't changed on my website yet. There's no more free 30-minute consultations. That's done. Even though the button's up there, I still got to change it. So when people set up and say, hey, I want a free consultation, I just write them back and say, sorry, there is no more, things of that nature. So, okay. Please don't forget to hit the like button. All right, let's see. Nicer says, oh, cancel rent. Nicer says, I meant to cancel rent, cancel student loans. Well, that's okay. Gotcha. What's up, Uncle? How you doing? So today's Q&A Sundays. I'm gonna let you guys tell me how long it's gonna go on today. So right now we're about 16 minutes in. Just waiting on any personal finance questions. You can come into the stream if you wish, or you can even comment, ask your question inside the comments. But right now, basically, the topic is just what's going on. What's going on in the environment right now? It's just crazy how the sheeple are easily led. It's amazing. I can't believe I was a sheep like that back in 2008 crash. I just can't believe it. I'm so much smarter than that. I'm so much smarter than that. I am so much smarter than that. How was I led so easy? Because I was raised in the debt matrix. You see a lot of things. Like right now, the closer I get to my vision, I'm removing anything that disrupts it in any kind of way from completing my mission or completing my vision, whatever that is. This is the best way I can describe to you guys. Once I remove that out of my life, I could see clearly. I could see everything that's happening now. I can see why they're lowering prices. I can see why they're doing this. It's so easy to see, but I'm learning this. The closer I get, the decisions become harder. You know why? Because you must remove all obstacles from your vision. I don't care what it is. If you know it's disrupting your vision, you must remove it. You have to. That's things, people, anything. It doesn't matter. Once you see that it's in your way, you got to remove. You got to be like, oh man, is that good for my vision? Nope. It got to be removed. NC Big says, I have another. If you're online, I'll ask you because sadly I'm working at the moment. Okay. Dave says, when you started on this journey, how was it with your family? What did they think? Did you have to remove some of them from your life? Dave, this is what I had to do. When it came to that, once I got out of debt, and this includes friends, family, it doesn't matter. I had to disconnect from them. This is why I moved from Seattle. Not only did I move from Seattle because of that, but the sun, don't get me wrong, it's always gray clouds. All that stuff was messing up my vision. I didn't like coming out. I've been in Seattle all my life, and I didn't like coming out all the time to the rain and cloudy weather all the time, just day after day. It was wearing on me. And I said, I need to be in the sun. I needed to get away from my regular environment. I had to stop talking to people that just I can easily see the friends that believe in you and the ones that don't. You can clearly see that. And it doesn't matter. That part really doesn't. It doesn't matter how they feel about it. Okay. But you just clearly see, okay, yeah, you don't really support me, but that's okay. That's cool. That's cool. You're just that friend. You know what I'm saying? Trevor never says, LJ, did you watch the movie Big Short? Oh yeah, you better believe I watched that movie, and I clearly understand it now. When I watched it once when I first got out of debt, But now that I have a close friend that understands the stock markets, and he told me about what shorting stocks means, and I rewatched that movie, when you watch the movie, you think the dude that did it, he's some kind of brainiac or something. He's like, oh my God, that dude must be super smart. Because no, you don't. You don't have to be super smart. All you got to do is just be out of debt. And you can clearly see, had I been out of debt back in 2008, I would have clearly seen everybody and their mama was getting houses as long as they had a pulse. That was coming to an end. People were getting houses that they couldn't even afford. That was obvious. It's like, oh yeah, that's gonna pop. Something's happening here. You were seeing people just get houses, including myself, with no money. I got a house and I didn't even have any money, and I got a house, and they let me refinance to pull even more money out. It was crazy. NC Big says there is a worldwide toilet paper shortage. Yeah, crazy. The value of toilet paper, check it out. The value of toilet paper went up without changing. It was no extra layers were added. It doesn't matter. Notice how it doesn't even matter the brand name of toilet paper, 1-ply, 2-ply, 3-ply, jumbo. It doesn't even matter. It's all the same. Strings. And they're not invisible. NC Big says school canceled for 2 weeks and people are freaking out. Yeah, now parents can't go to work. All of a sudden, these parents have to be able to afford daycare. How much you think daycare is going to be called? I bet you if you go try to put your kid in daycare, they're all maxed. No room, none. Dave says, in my life, I had to remove myself. I had to stop hanging out, stop dating, stop balling out at the bar, stop spending on frivolous, stop doing those foolish things. Oh yeah, you're first. You have to remove yourself from the debt matrix. That's hard first. Because everybody around you, they're doing debt things, right? They're doing debt things. And then you just got to take yourself, you see them going on vacations and you know they got 15, 20-year-old student loans and you see them going on vacation. You got to remove yourself from that. You can't be around that. You cannot be impressed. Like if you get up and the first thing you do is get on Facebook and people in debt don't really understand the psychological stuff behind this, right? But if you see this disaster going on, right? You see food being ran out, and then you see you're struggling because you're maxing out your credit cards because you start to think it's just you, right? And then you get on Facebook and you see people going on vacation during this time. Ooh, I got to take advantage. Flights are low. Flights are cheap, man. I'm going to take advantage. And you think they're only doing that. If you believe what you're seeing, you'll believe they're doing that debt free, or you'll believe that they're not debt free, but you'll believe that they must have money to be able to go on vacation during a disaster. No, don't believe that. That'll put you in a depression if you believe it. They're charging just like you. That's called the normalcy. They're pretending like nothing's happening. So they're still spending, trying to show the world, oh, this doesn't affect me. And then if you believe it, you believe it. I suggest during these times, you get off of Facebook, get off of Instagram, because if you get on there and you're doing horrible, you'll start to think you're the only one doing horrible because you believe everybody on Facebook and Instagram going on vacation. They're not. What are they doing that you're not doing? All this stuff goes through your mind without even saying a word. You're just looking. Don't believe the hype. Gabriel says, hello, LJ. Hello, LJ. Should I get insurance when buying a car? That's the law, Gabriel. You have to buy insurance. That's not a choice. That's not a choice. You have to have insurance. Also, what feeling and what did you exactly do when you got your slave papers? First, I had to realize that I was free. Okay. I realized that these things came to me. Like, I realized I didn't have any more due dates to keep track of. Like when you're in debt, you keeping track of the cable bill, the due date of the cable bill, the phone bill, year. Say like you sign up for a year contract with the cable bill and you don't really pay attention to your end date. Guess when you're going to find out that your contract is over for that special deal you got? The next month that it's expired, and then they jump the price up. But by the time you find out, it's too late. You got to pay for that bill, right? Now I don't have all these due dates to keep track of. I have an internet bill and it's a 1-year contract. When I do the 1-year contract for the great deal, I say, when's my end date? They tell me the end date. I put that one end date in my phone to alert me the day it's expired. So when it expired, I call them up and say, hey, am I going to get the same deal? No, cancel it. And then I put it in my girlfriend's name. Then we just go swap back and forth year for year, just like that. New customer prices. But I realized that I had a whole bunch of due dates I didn't have to keep track of. I was no longer scared to go to my mailbox because I knew there was no bills going in there. I don't have any bills, so there's nothing in there but junk mail. And I realized how fast my checks, like when my checks would come in auto deposit, that they wasn't going out just as fast, right? Because I was normally get my check in, allocate all the bills. I got X amount left. Randy says, no money, no doc approved. No money, no doc approved. Not sure what you're talking about, Randy. Dave says, I'm curious to know how some of the people in here came to their moment of clarity, that moment where the switch came on and you know you had to change. You gonna tell them, little bro? Tell them your story. Cosmic says, people are maxing out credit cards, getting toilet paper and hand sanitizer and plane tickets. You're going to have a booming business, LJ, this fall. You know, Cosmic, this is the way I look at that now, too, because I was saying this yesterday. I was calling a couple of my other friends that are in business, and I was asking them, is business down for you? Business is not down for them. So I was like, why isn't business down for them? Because right now people are spending money. They're refinancing their houses. Now they believe they have extra money. So they're spending even more money right now. Right now is the time to change your prices to a higher price or whatever you want to do it, because they're spending money. I know it seems weird. It seems like they would get it and hold on to it, but they're doing the exact opposite. It's the weirdest thing to see. Patrick says, Dave, with Linnell being my brother, yeah, that's funny. I want you guys to listen to this, okay? Read this. My brother says to Dave, with Linnell being my brother, it still took me 2 years to listen. My dead eyes were saying, why would he quit $100,000 plus job? Is he crazy? He must be, and I just didn't understand. That's funny. Ain't that crazy? Why in the world would you quit $100,000 a year job? Exactly. I know exactly what you're saying. Cosmic says it's going to take a few months, LJ. It's not hit until late summer through the winter. Yeah. But even at the same time, Cosmic, when it hits, do you really believe people in debt at that moment, people in debt are going to think, oh, I need to see LJ to get out of debt? I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking ahead, you know? Here's my brother, know that I love him. And it still took him 2 years. I want you guys to see something. I want you guys to see how powerful this is. What I'm teaching you is very powerful. And I'm noticing this. And I want you guys to notice this. I noticed that I'm getting more people just calling just to talk to me. Hey man, LJ, I'm doing this. What do you think about that? What do you think I should do with this? Am I doing this right? And I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. And I enjoy that. I actually enjoy that better than creating financial plans for people. It is nice to get on the phone and just tell them what they need to do. I mean, don't get me wrong. If somebody says, hey, yeah, I still need your help. I want you to do it. Great. I still do it. But there's nothing like talking on the phone with the person and appreciating that they decided to call me to get my advice to help them. That's just, I love it. I love it. I absolutely love what I do. I absolutely love it. Sharif says, why is refinancing a house a bad thing? Because it counts on why. You got to ask yourself, Sharif, why are you refinancing your house? What are you going to do with that money? You do know that refinancing, it takes it back to the 30 years or wherever you decided to start. It starts that clock all over. Now, if you had student loans and you refinanced your student loans, refinanced your house and paid off your student loans, that'd be a very good thing. Patrick says, but he kept asking me small questions, making me think. And it started with the cell phone bill. And I went from paying Sprint over $5,000 a year to $5,000 a year to Cricket. I went from paying Sprint. Oh, okay. Over $5,000 a year. And then I went to Cricket. Yeah, exactly. Right there. Click on that link, Patrick. Right there. Click on that link. That's how you can get on. Right there. Click on that link. You don't have to get on camera. You can turn the camera off if you want. Quentin says, that don't make sense. How can people refinance a house and think they got more money? Because see, Quentin, you got to look at the outside picture. They lowered the interest rates. And they say, hey, we're lowering the interest rates because of this, whatever is happening in the climate. People with high interest rates, they run out and say, hey, man, I'm going to save money. I'm going to save money on interest. So they'll refinance their house. And then they'll pull out the equity. And now they believe they have money. They have cushion for this disaster. So just in case if they lose their job, they need to pay for daycare. They need to buy some food. Oh, hold up. My bro's trying to get on here. Now they believe they have money. What's up, bro?
Is it too loud?
No, you good. You good.
I'm good.
Oh, turn it down just a little bit. Yeah, you're kind of loud.
Turn what down?
No, never mind. That's me. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh yeah. So my bro, right?
Tell your bro. Tell the story, little bro.
Hey, so my bro, he calls me one day and he says, "Hey Pat, how do you feel about your credit score? How do you feel about being in debt?" I was like, "I don't care." Right? He was like, "For real?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like the people that I owe, what they gonna do? They can't take the money, right? They just sit there. I got old hospital bills. I got at this time I got two cars. No, at this time I had one car, right? Just paying it on time. So he didn't push the issue. He just said, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? He didn't push the issue. And he talked a little bit about what he was going through, what he did, and it was amazing, right? But as he was telling me, I was like, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I was thinking like, why would he quit the job? Right? He has no plan, right?
No
Why
plan.
would he quit his job? So okay, I'm still going through it. And when he told me that, I went and looked at my credit, right? Looked at it, seen how much I was in debt. I seen that number, and I was like, so what?
So what?
So what? I looked at it, I was like, man, I'm not paying these people no money, whatever. It kept going. So he started with the cell phone bill, asked me how much I was paying. What really hit me one day, he said, add up your bill for the rest of the year and see how much you'll be paying Sprint, right? So I looked it up, and when I added it up, it was over $5,000. I said, and then he said, and you probably don't even own the phone. I said, oh my God, right? So here I'm finna pay these people $5,000, and I didn't even own the phone. That's just so wrong on so many levels that I was like, wow, right? So even still, right, after I heard that, he was like, hey, how much does it cost to get out the contract to buy the phones? I went, it was like over $1,100 to buy all the phones. So bam, a couple checks, I got the money, and I'm going to pay it, right? And then I still second guessed it. Right before I did, I was like, damn, should I do it? Should I wait? Right? And he was like, Pat, what are you thinking? Like, hey, it's no brainer, Pat, do it, right? So I go do it, buy all the phones, and he's telling me what's going to happen, right? He's telling me exactly what's going to happen. Pat, once you do this, hey, they're going to try to keep you. They're going to do all this stuff. They're going to waste your time. They're going to keep you on hold for, you know what I'm saying? When you try to buy the phone, oh, you're not on hold at all. But when you try to get out the contract, and they're going to keep you on hold for hours, right? So everything he's telling me is happening, right? So I tell him to unlock my phone. It took him a day or so when they could have just done it right then. I unlock my phone. I go to Cricket. But I'm still nervous, y'all. At this moment, I'm still like,
still nervous.
What have I done? Like,
look at a nervous slave. Slave's nervous. Should I ran out from NASA? Oh my God. Master gonna get me.
So I go to Cricket, right? And everything changed. It went from $300 a month to $90 a month, right? So right when I'm finna change, the guy says, hey, we can't guarantee you 4G or something like that. Oh man, I really got nervous. I called my brother like, hey bro, listen, they're not gonna guarantee me 4G. He said, Pat, what does 4G mean? I said, I don't know. He said, exactly. Get it. What don't even matter. What are you talking about? Right? So I'm like, he right. Like, I don't even know what it means. And I'm sitting there asking questions about it. So I get that. Boom. Everything changes, right? I'm bragging. Oh, my bill is $90 a month. I went from woo, right? So then, okay, a couple months go by, I start to see this extra money, right? What do I do? What do I do, right?
I got extra money.
I got extra money. Got extra money. I found a reason to have to get my wife another car. Well, she didn't have one. We just had one car at the time. So I was finna get ready to work off. So I was like, well, she needs another car, right? Hey, I tell you one thing I didn't do. I didn't call my brother. I knew I was going. I didn't call him. I didn't call him at all, right?
Oh, that is funny. Oh my God.
So I'm in that, but in the back of my head, I know I have no business here, but I'm there. And I'm listening to this guy sell me this car, and I know he's getting me, right? But in my head, I'm like, well, she needs the car. So boom. And I'm hoping and praying they give me this car.
How long were you there that day, Pat? How long were you there?
Listen, I didn't go the first day. Then they need me up there, right? Because her credit is screwed up, right? I'm not even thinking about none of this stuff, right? So I get in there, and man, I was there maybe about 2-3 hours. So, and I'm sitting there praying and hoping that they give me this horrible car that I'm praying for.
Please tie me to that car. Please tie me to it legally.
And he's in there you know what? I've been back there. I talked to my guys, right? I worked out a deal for us. I'm sitting here like, but I can feel that I'm thinking like, this is bad, Pat. End up getting a car, right? Promise these people this money. Now I have 2 cars. I'm financing 2 cars at the moment. Go do my job. I'm still doing it. You know what I'm saying? Got a little extra money. I feel like I'm in a good space. And my brother is just still talking to me. He's still talking to me. And I still did not grasp it. I don't know why. I don't know why I just did not grasp it at all.
The force is strong. The force is strong.
Real strong. And I recently got another job, a good job, just working off. But it always bothered me being away from my family. And so I'm thinking, how long am I going to be away from my family like this? Right? And then my brother just put the question in my head, well, it's going to be as long as you want it to take. It's up to you how long you want to be away from your family. Right? You want to finance cars, you want to spend, you want to look like you have money, but you're broke. So last year I went to Minnesota for a couple months. I had the money to pay the car off. Did I pay it off? No, I did not pay it off. Don't know why. I didn't have the mentality that I have now.
Right.
That was November. That was the end of last year. I was in Minnesota for 2 months, working at a refinery, making some easy money. I'm thinking like, oh, come home about $11,000. So where we want to go? Where y'all want to go? What you want to do? Right?
Ready to spend that money.
And before you know it, guess what? I got to go back to work. About 3 months later, it's time to go back to work, and I'm still in the same spot. All I did was pay the car note on time. So now, January, they fly me out to California. I'm in California now. Soon as I get here, I'm thinking like, no way, I can't do that again. There's no way in the world I can do that again. So as soon as I got here, I started by paying $800 a week on my car note. Calling my brother. He's telling me what to do. Call him. Make sure you call him. Tell him to go straight to the principal. Boom. So when I started doing that, I started actually seeing it. Right? It's like when you losing weight and you start seeing the weight fall off, you get kind of addicted to it.
Tell them about all the trouble, bro. Tell them about all the trouble.
Oh yeah. So he's like, call him and tell him, hey. So I call and pay my bill, $800. So when the next day I look at my bill, when I applied, I look on that, the whole $800 doesn't go to the principal. Call him back.
Uh-oh, bro, did I lose you?
Hey,
Okay, there
hey,
you
what's
go.
going
You're
on?
back. You're back. You're back. I can hear you. Are you now? I can barely hear you, bro. I can barely hear you. Something wrong with your mic.
I don't know if I went off on
Okay, I can barely hear you. You there?
Can you hear me?
No, you sound far away. Did it switch to Bluetooth or something? It feel like something switched. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna wait till you come back on. Some technical difficulties. I want you guys to hear that story. Gabriel says, LJ, I told my friends that income doesn't matter, and they said they need to. Okay, there we go. All right, let me get my bro back on here. 1 second. All right, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I was getting a call.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So somehow they messed up. Their system messed up, and the money wasn't going to the principal. Some was going to the interest, right? But they told me to call them, and I had to literally call them and say, hey, I want this $800 to go to the principal. I did that, and still it did not all go to the principal. Some still went to the interest. So now I got to call them back again. Right? I paid it Friday. I looked at it Saturday morning. It wasn't right. Monday, it wasn't right. Tuesday, it wasn't right. They didn't fix it to Wednesday. So if I don't
Whoa.
call them back on those days, it's never going to get fixed.
Because I remember you said you was going to wait an extra day to say it, and you waited,
I
and they
did
still
that.
didn't do it.
I did, and I did this week. This week I didn't call it at all. I paid last week. I paid $1,000. So I went from paying $800 a week to I had run into some little problems in my job I didn't like. Made me mad, so I was like, you know what? I bump this $800 up to $1,000 a week. So that $1,000 went to last week. I paid $2,000 on my car note.
Wow.
And I got one more bill to pay. I got one more bill, and as I'm giving them this $2,000, it's hurting so bad. Like I just paid $2,000. So since I've been here, when I got here, my car note was at right at $11,000, and I got here in January. I got here January the 9th. So next Friday it'll be all done.
Oh man!
And then guess what happens after that, you guys? Guess what? Ask me why. Ask me what's going to happen after that.
What's happening next, Pat?
After that, right? I gotta start on my wife's car. Oh, dummy! Right? So I called them and found out what I have to do when I pay money to that car. I can't call and say make it go straight to the interest and then go straight to the principal. No, I have to pay that car off at one time if I want to get out of paying the interest rate. I gotta pay. I either pay $13,000 at once, or I have to pay $22,000 throughout the term of the of the contract.
They put it in the contract to prevent you from paying it off early with payments. Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Straight up abused me. Once I had to call my brother and say, bro, listen, I don't know what this lady just said to me, but I want to put you on three-way so you can listen to her, so you can tell me what she said. And that's what we did. I called him, got him on three-way. She explained it to him. He explained it to me so I can understand it better. So after I pay off this last car note, I got to pay an extra $13,000 to the next one. Right? Has to be done.
Has to be done.
Has to be done.
Has to be done.
But you gotta, hey, I'm at work right now, you guys. So I gotta get out of here. But yeah, right, it has to be done. It's pain. You gotta feel it, but it's gonna feel great when I'm done.
Man, thanks for jumping on, little bro, man.
All right, no problem, bro.
All right, later.
All right.
Wow, that was good. That was good. Let me see what Gabriel said. Gabriel said, LJ, I told my friends that income doesn't matter, and they said they need to live on $80,000 because they say Miami costs a lot. That's how people in debt talk. It doesn't matter where you live. If you believe Miami costs a lot, if you believe New York is expensive, whatever, that's a belief. Okay, that's just what you believe. When people say that, oh man, it's expensive to live in this city. Expensive for who? You? They can only be talking about themselves. Remember that. If you ever hear anybody say something is expensive, this city is expensive, it's expensive to live here, they can only be talking about themselves. It's expensive for them. Okay. They're just telling you about their money. It's expensive for them. Randy says, hey, LJ, do you ever think that the government may try to take away the right for consumers to file Chapter 7 bankruptcy and allow you to do Chapter 13? No, no, they and only allow. No, Chapter 7 is there for a reason. It doesn't. Now, first of all, number one, anybody just can't get Chapter 7. You can't just walk up and say, hey, I want a Chapter 7. You got to do what's called a means test. Okay. Each state has a means test. This is where they determine if you make enough money to pay back your debt. You just don't automatically get it. That's not because Chapter 7 is the holy grail, but it still doesn't matter. A person in debt can get a Chapter 7. It still won't matter. You know why? Because that's what I got back in 2008 when I lost everything. I got a Chapter 7, but I still kept getting credit. I got right back into debt. I was free and still got back into debt. So it's a mindset. People don't know what Chapter 7 does. Okay. Let's see. So what? Dave Sincere says car with payments, or you bought outright. Oh, he's talking Pat. Dave says Pat's cell phone story sound like mine. When I went to pay for it, they didn't want to let me go. No, they don't want to just let you go. They know you know something, right? They know you know something. People don't walk in and say, I want to pay off my cell phone. That doesn't happen every day. So the people that come in and say that, they know because a person, if they're walking in and paying off their cell phone, they're just not saying, I don't want a cell phone no more. They know they're going to have a cell phone, but there's a reason why they're paying it off, because they know they don't have to pay those prices anymore. Those days have been done for years. Cosmic says it's a mindset. Change debt. Change debt doesn't lend to the goal of ownership. Debt is deceiving. Yeah, it's deceiving. Dave says the only thing I didn't do was unlock it. I'm gonna do that. You should do that. Yeah, just get it unlocked. It's free. You can do that. Unlock. For those of you that don't know what unlock means, you can have once you pay off your phone, you can request to have. So if it's locked, say like it's locked to T-Mobile, you can say once you pay your phone off, you can say, unlock my phone. Now you can use that phone on another carrier, AT&T or Sprint or something. Counts on what type of phone you have. Dave says, man, it's hard to spend your entire savings on bills. I did it for years. Dave says, oh yeah, they'll try to wham bam you. You tell them to pay principal and they'll apply it to regular payment. Yeah, you got to stay on them. And student loans do the same things. Don't get me wrong. When you go to pay your student loans off, you got to make sure it's going to principal. You got to call them and tell them. If you start paying extra on your student loans, automatically you're like, hey, I'm getting extra money. My normal payment is $300. And say like you start paying $500, right? They're going to, unless you call and tell them to apply it to principal, they're going to apply it towards interest. You got to stay on top of them. You have to. They're hoping you don't check up. You got some lazy people at the bank who won't correctly apply your principal only payment. Yeah, people in debt work at the bank too. So don't think just because a person works at the bank, they know about money. Don't associate those two. Hey, yeah, I work for Bank of America. People in debt will assume that if somebody works for Bank of America or Wells Fargo, they must know about money. No, they work for the bank. They're still in debt. They're just a person in debt. Yep, his wife's car. Hyphy says contract scam. Dave says, can you apply your credit card payment to principal instead of interest? Can you call them and do that? Can you? I don't know, because I pay mine in full. So I don't think you can, like say like the regular payment is 80. I would have to check that. I think credit cards, if your normal payment was $50, right? And you decided you're going to pay 500, I think they would still take the interest out of that 50, the normal payment or whatever they do, and apply the rest to principal. But don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. Dave says, no way, they got it in the contract where you can't repay. Yep, they got it in the contract. Let's look at the contract, get a copy of it if you don't have it. You know what? That's crazy. That's what they told him. He got me on the phone. This is why I love what I do. All right. People just call me for advice, right? And so when he told me that, he said, no, they don't do that. So I got on the phone, listened to the representative and said, yeah, we don't allow that, but we can give you a payoff amount right now. So they don't block you from paying it off. If you want to not pay that interest, you have to pay it in full. They just don't let you do it over with payments. They just took that out the contract, which is very smart. It's very smart. So it makes it even tougher. I mean, if the person was going to pay it off early anyway by making extra payments, they don't realize all they got to do is just keep putting their extra payments inside of a side account, because it's pretty much the same thing. Just keep putting it on the side account, and then when it adds up, keep checking the payoff date, keep checking, make your monthly payments and putting extra money away, and then keep checking the payoff total. And then once you reach that amount in the bank account, you call them and say, "What's the total?" Boom, pay it off, and it's done. Dave Sincere says there are some contracts that do have prepaid penalties. Ain't that crazy? Prepaid penalties. I remember when I first heard that, I was like, prepaid penalties? A penalty for paying your debt off early? That I have no idea how that even legal. I have no idea. Cosmic says Dave Bourne, just pay over the minimum payment, and the amount over the minimum payment is against principal. Yeah, I think credit card companies, they don't play like that. I think you can pay over and they'll apply it to principal. Because when I was paying my credit card off, they were not, and this is how you know, for those of you that are new to the room, this is how you know if anything you are paying extra on right now, if it's going to principal, this is how you know. If you paid extra and your due date for the next payment keeps getting pushed further and further and further and further out, they're applying it to principal. All right. So you got to call them and tell them to stop doing that. All right. And number two, this is what they also do. Here's the psychological part behind it. Of course, I can't prove it, but it just makes sense. If you see that, you're going to think psychologically, hey, let me not say nothing, because just in case if I run into trouble or if I lose my job, I won't have to worry about paying my car note for the next 2 or 3 months. That's what they're banking on. They did that. They did that on my student loan. I was wondering why, because I always key in on things that just don't make any sense. If I paid extra, my due date keeps getting further and further out. And I saw that. I remember when I was paying extra without calling them first. And I saw that. And that's what I thought. I was like, maybe if I get in trouble, that'll be a good thing. So I didn't say anything. So finally, after a year of overpayment, and I was still seeing the balance look the same, it didn't make any sense. I had to call them up and say, hey, I've been paying this thing extra for over a year. How come I'm not seeing the balance go down? You know what they told me? You got to call us and tell us to apply it to principal. I was like, holy crap. Okay, thank you, sir. And thank you for telling us now that we know. I was like, wow. Dave says credit cards are different because it's revolving loan. Car payments are installments. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dave, for clearing that up. You're right. You're right. Credit is revolving. Yeah. Car loan is amortized. It's a set amount of payments. All right. Anyway, any other questions? Questions for you guys? Q&A Sundays today is for you. It's going to only go on as long as you guys keep answering questions. If you want to keep joining the stream, please let me know. Here's the link. You don't have to get on camera if you don't want to. Those of you that are new to my channel, here's my new shirt. This is the only one I'm going to do it the right way this time. I'm going to show people that are, if I get ones to say, hey, I like this shirt, and then I'll order them instead of ordering shirts that I like that nobody else does. You know, that's just, that was just totally wrong. But anyway, this is gonna be the fronts, and there's gonna be different sayings on the back, and I'll let you know which shirt has different sayings, and then we can just go from there. And so this is if you like the shirt, throw up a 1. I'll make sure I get them ordered from. I guess I got to go from size small. You guys tell me, go up to 3X, maybe 3X shirts. You know, 3. Should I go small? I believe, I don't know if I might have to order some kid size shirts too, because I've noticed a lot of people want for their kids too. So I'm gonna start out with the adults. I'm gonna go from small to 3 extra large. Dave says, was it difficult to get your girlfriend to think the way the woman I met, she was already debt free, Dave. So she wasn't in debt. I wouldn't have took anybody serious that was in debt. So when I met her, she didn't have any debt. So I was lucky on that part. Yeah, like I said, it was I wouldn't even, where I'm at now, mentally, I wouldn't even entertain anybody that was in debt, didn't know how much debt they were in, didn't care about it, had $100,000, $150,000 in student loan debt. It would just, I wouldn't entertain that. Especially like if I come across a woman that had $150,000 in student loan debt, and she was making $40,000 a year with a child, that would just be like, no, I'm sorry, we can't. Why not? You're in debt. Can't do that. Dave says, I'm at the point where I barely would mention finances, credit around my family. It takes way too much time and energy. They would fight me tooth and nail to defend being in debt. Oh yeah, I don't even talk to people in debt. You're really just getting mad at yourself, honestly. You're just mad at yourself for some unknown reason. Because you think about it this way, Dave. You're getting mad because they don't believe in mathematics. That's just, think about it for yourself. Any other questions? Any other questions? Today is Q&A Sunday for you guys. We're going to go as long as there are questions, as long as there are people coming into the room, into the chat, to the stream, sharing their story, asking their questions. You can ask any other questions, any personal questions due to with personal finances. Okay. Today is about you guys. So we're about 56 minutes in. So if we don't have any other questions, I guess we're going to cut it off in an hour. We usually go longer than that, but I'm trying to make sure everyone knows Q&A Sundays is about them. All right. Hold on for a second. What's up, NC Big?
What's up, man? I'm at work, but I'm going to make this quick, okay? So I have two questions, real stupid things with money. Mm-hmm. I'm not really proud of this, but, really stupid things with money. So back in the day, I would give money to friends and family while I was on within the last 6 months, I would help them out every now and then, just give money to people. And I was curious, is that going to hurt me on my chapter 7 at all? Things like that.
Okay, you said you've been giving away your money?
Happy with money, just giving money. I would give money to people while I'm trying to file for this chapter 7. But before, I was giving money to people, like I would just give them like a few bucks, like here and there, stuff like that. Would that hurt? Would that still hurt me on the chapter 7? As far as you know.
Okay, I think you're looking at it wrong. Let's look at it another way.
Okay.
Okay, so giving away money really has nothing to do with the chapter 7.
Okay.
Right? So
okay.
For you, you're giving away money that you don't have.
Right. Exactly. I mean, well, I don't do it anymore because I've been listening to you enough to not do stupid stuff.
Yeah, that was just hurting you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was just hurting you.
Because on the chapter 7, it asked you if you've done that, and so that's why I'm asking this question, because it says, oh, have you given money to friends, or are you doing anything like that? And so I'm just I was worried about, as you know, I've literally been suffering from like some kind of anxiety.
Right.
This has been killing me, man. I'm telling you, I'm not even trying to be funny about it.
This is what I say. Follow the rules. Just do what they say, because all they're going to do is look at your finances, and they're going to clearly see that it doesn't matter if you gave a few bucks to some friends. You're in thousands of dollars worth of debt. So don't worry about that. Just follow the rules. No need to break any rules. You'll get chapter 7. Don't worry about that.
Okay, because I knew if you didn't tell them or disclose anything, you might get in trouble. So
yeah, don't hide anything. Don't hide.
So I told my lawyer, of course, I said, look, I have given money to friends and stuff in the past.
Right.
And stuff. I just told him that, like, I was just like, well, I was worried about it, and I was like, I said, I don't know if it's a big deal or not, but I'd rather it not be one. So I just told him.
Yeah, follow the rules, put in the answers, so there's no mistaking that you're trying to hide anything. Because again, people in debt have a pattern. They do things like that. All right.
Yeah.
When they don't have to, do that. Hey, you giving away money? Yeah, I gave a few dollars away here. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you answer truthfully.
Gotcha. Because I was very concerned about that. I guess my other question was I was telling you about the I was going to go ahead and buy your program, the second one. Mm-hmm. I'm going to buy that after I get out of debt. I cannot do more than multiple things. So that's why I was asking that question earlier. Yeah. The other thing I was just going to throw in there is this, I was going to answer Dave's question as well, because Dave asked a question about how people decide. He asked me a question about, he asked everybody how did they figure it out, and I didn't get a chance to.
Okay.
Yeah. What made people decide to go and wake up? So for me, I was watching Dave Ramsey, which is somebody that we all probably a lot of people have heard of if they've been interested in getting out of debt or trying to think. But for me, I was listening to Dave Ramsey, and I wrote down my debts in order and stuff. But I tried to do my own Dave Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't do Dave Ramsey.
Right.
I tried to do my own thing. I didn't want to save up to $1,000.
Right.
I didn't want to.
Do it at baby steps.
I didn't want to do the baby steps like I was supposed to, and I wasn't disciplining myself to do the things I needed to do to get out of debt quickly. But then, because I was playing that game and doing that, I went and did just like your brother. I bought a car.
Right.
Thinking I was going to be like, well, I could pay it off real quick. I'll just pay it off real quick and stuff. Just talking myself into, I'll just pay it off real quick. It's going to be okay. I'll just pay it off. So I went and got more debt, and then I had some really horrible things happen in my life. So then, of course, I kind of gave up. So when I gave up, that's when it affected me greatly to even think about going into doing it. I did credit. And one day I was watching the O'Shea show, which, as you I asked you a bunch of questions. I was like, oh, so your method's like the Dave Ramsey plan. You was like, yeah, it's similar, but I break it down. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, just the guy I've been looking for. So I went to your page, but I didn't go right away. And then even so, I didn't even know you went live. I just listened to a few of your videos here and there. And I was listening to your videos, and then I came on there and talked to you a few times, and you were answering questions to people and stuff, and I was like, man, this is crazy. There's people in here with no debt. I was like, why are they here? You said what? I said there's people in your channel with no debt, and I was like, why are they here? I was like, I thought it would be just people with debt in here.
Wow.
When I talked to Hyphy and Cosmic Wisdom, I was like, what is Cosmic Wisdom doing in here? What is these people doing in here? And I was just trying to figure it out. And I was like, there's something about this dude that everybody likes. And I was like, I gotta learn whatever because if there's people running around here that are like Cosmic Wisdom and Hyphy and stuff and Gabriel, I mean, I'm totally jealous of Gabriel, by the way. Gabriel's 19 years old, and I know what I was doing at 19, and it had nothing to do with being debt free. So Gabriel running around here.
Me neither.
Yeah, Gabriel running around here talking about, oh man, my friends. I'm like, bump your friends. I'm like, God, I hate this. Not like you, Gabriel. I needed a friend like you, man. God, I wanted a friend. I needed a friend and wanted a friend like you when I was a kid. But anyway, though, I did all that, and then even after listening to you I listened to you for 3 months, and I would always say, hey man, I'm coming, but I never because I was like, I'm going to do it, And I thought I had to be set up because I was like, man, this dude's gonna look at my stuff and be like, mm. And I could feel the judgment. I just, even though you said you wouldn't.
I'm glad you're sharing your inside mindset because that's going to help me. I thank you for sharing that too, by the way.
Yeah, because I was just listening like, he's gonna judge me. He's gonna judge me so bad. Like I was like, I didn't want him to see all the horrible stuff I have. So let me try to fix some of this up first. And so I had like paid off a credit card or so, and I was like, man, I'm so close to being good before this guy looks at this thing.
So you thought you had to prepare yourself before you even saw me.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I was preparing myself, like, cause see, I knew better because I listened to Dave Ramsey. But even though I knew better, I still did what I wanted to do. And I was like, I didn't want to feel like, oh man, this guy's been listening to Dave Ramsey all this time, and he still is like doing terrible. Like I was like, I didn't want to be looked at like that. So I was just like, let me fix it. And then on top of that, because I didn't never have the $1,000 saved up. I didn't have any of that stuff. It's like, oh man. So I was trying to get some things in order, so at least I looked like I was coming on track, you know. And but
I need to write this down. I'm writing this down. Go ahead. You're helping me a lot.
So I'll say my first two things. The first two things that pushed me over the edge to change the way I think about things. I mean, a personal thing, and I don't mind sharing it on your channel because LJ, you've been really good to me. So when my son passed away in 2018, I had to change. I had to change an outlook. I had to change how I was going to deal with things because I was working and I was going to school for IT actually. I was studying school and everything, and then when he passed, I was just like, man, I've been doing all this stuff for the kids, and I'm not even home. I'm not even over there, and I'm not spending time with my kids. And see, time feels so short when you're spending all this time with other people besides your kids. So when that happened, and then I got put on I got put on child support shortly afterwards. So it was like like everything was kind of kicking me down while I was down and stuff, and I was just like, I need to change up everything. So I changed everything because of that. And so when I changed everything, that's when I decided I was going to get out of debt. And then I found you on the O'Shea show probably about a month or two after that. It was just like, after everything had happened. And like I said, I was actually, just ashamed about all the stuff I had been dealing with and everything. And I didn't want to come off to you as like, oh man, like I ain't got my stuff together at all. Like nothing. Like I just look because I mean, I don't know as how the debt world feels, but in a person, like I don't know how like most debt people feel, but in my world, I've always been bad with money and the way I've looked at it. But the thing is, I've always had a big problem with people judging me on my money aspect.
I like that. Okay. All right. This is good information, NC Biggs. I appreciate you sharing, man. Because that's what I need to make sure to let people know that I'm not doing that. So tell me this. What finally opened you up to know that I wasn't going to do that to you? What was the key?
Well, actually, I made a promise to you, and I like to keep my promises. See, if I promise something to somebody, I try my best to keep that promise. So that was my personal reason why I did it. So like when I promised you, I said, LJ, by the end of the month, I'm going to get you. I'm gonna meet up with you. That's when I did it. So we had done the consultation. We had done the free consultation.
Okay.
So I was like, that was fine. I had set that up with you, and I actually missed your call because I had forgotten that it was actually 1 o'clock. I was looking close to 1 o'clock. I knew you was calling, But then I missed your call, so I was like, oh, let me get back when I don't want to lose them. You know, it's like, that ain't what you think I was playing around. You know, because I know one thing about people that are free. They're not going to waste their time with people that aren't serious.
No,
so
we don't. Right.
So it's a very short window to get somebody like yourself attention. So I don't want to lose that attention the moment I have it.
Okay.
But the thing is, I made a promise to you, so I went and did that, and that's why I signed up for it at the end of the month in December, because I said I'm going to do this. Actually, on purpose, I actually didn't have any more money. I didn't have much more money, but I paid, but because I had been spending money on all kinds of bills and all this, just trying to get myself in order to see. So I was paying all this money out, and just so I could do that. But I said, nope, I'm gonna buy it this day, because I said I need to do it, because so I actually just brought my lunch to school, brought my lunch to work, and did all these little scrap and save things methods, just so I could make sure you got paid, so I can make sure I could get your attention, you know, because so I actually take it very seriously when I talk to you. That's why when I asked you all these questions and stuff, sometimes I don't say much, because I'm so focused on what you told me, because I'm all about structure, and this has been the most structured like setup that I've had ever to get you out of debt. Like I've never felt like I've been in a structured setting. You know, I could do better on my budgeting, and I'm actually working on that right now. Right. But at least knowing what paths and what methods, I always know the steps.
You know the direction. You know the steps you need to go. Okay.
Yeah. I just don't. So that's my thing.
Okay. Yeah, so now this is good, man. I like it.
Yeah, because
if you're thinking that, if you thought you had to be prepared to see me, if you thought I was going to judge you by the look of your credit report, that means 1,000 other people are thinking the same thing you're thinking. All right.
Yeah, I was probably far worse, because I see me. I know better in the fashion that I've listened to Dave Ramsey. So at least, so it's like I've listened to people that I've listened to the debt screens and all that. But I never really, you know, like I feel like, oh, well, because of my situation, you know, I'm a single dad, take care of these kids and stuff, and I pay all these bills. I feel like I couldn't do it by myself.
Gotcha.
This is the only one I know. So yeah, I don't know what in the world I was going to do about that. So you know, I just feel like I was like, oh man, I'm trapped. You know, so. I felt kind of trapped, and so you know, I felt really trapped in the situation, and you know, just the car alone, the situation with the car. I mean, between you, Hyphy, Cosmic Wisdom, you guys have gave me so much advice, and then I had another friend that bought one cash. That he's my son's boxing coach. He bought a Toyota Camry cash as well. So I had an idea of what I wanted to spend on. The maximum I was going to spend on it, because he only paid, I think he paid like $3,500 for his, but so he paid far less than me, but he also had a lot more miles, and it was an older model.
Gotcha.
So I played it, you know, I played it kind of like that, and I was like, okay, I got it. So now with all of you, I kind of put things together to make myself, you know, do the things I did. So I'd listened to you 100% so far, and things have worked out for me. And I mean, I'm going back to one, because I didn't do the cell phone thing exactly like you told me. So now I got to go back and fix that.
And let me tell you something, C Biggs. Let me tell you something. What you just shared with me, right? When you just shared with me that what you did to scrap up that money, you brought your lunches. You sacrificed on going out to eat just to save up that money. And the reason why you don't give away stuff for free, because people treat it as free, right? So you're like, I'm going to scrap up this money because this is how serious it is for me. And you did it, man. That blows me away. That's impressive, man.
So I just kind of wanted to share that little bit, because I know Dave asked like what makes people do it. Personally, you know, I mean, I got kids that rely on me every day, and I want them to be far better than me. And honestly, when you say people can be millionaires or whatever, I actually tell my kids and tell myself that I can be a millionaire. So as soon as I get out of debt, I'm trying to be. The sky's the limit. You know, I don't want to be.
There is no limit.
Yeah. So you know, I just want to go as far as I can go with this. So I'm trying to get out of debt, and that's basically what I want for my kids, so that I can spend time with them, and I don't have to look at time. I look at you, and you're sitting, you get to sit and chill. I mean, you working, but you get to relax, and you know, most
do what I
guys,
love. Do what I love.
And I think you said you've been doing this for 4 years, so that means you were like 46 when you got out of debt.
No, I've been not working for 4 years. I got out of debt like I believe 7 or 8 years beforehand.
See, so you was even younger than that, and see, there's not a lot of guys with like there's a lot of people out here still working that's right. in their late 40s, and you weren't even in your late 40s and you were doing it, you know. And that's my goal. I want to be able to choose what I want to do. I want to be able to go on trips and do the things I want to do in life based on what I want, you know.
And you know what just what I thought the other day too. I was thinking about this the other day. Now you know how your credit report's going to look when you're financially free, right? You see me posting people's credit reports, right?
Yeah.
Imagine going to a job, not only bringing your resume, but bringing your credit report too. Now they're going to think it's weird. That's going to show that person, that's going to show that employer that you're at that job because you want to be, not because you have to be. See, they're going to be like, hey, why'd you bring your credit report? I just want to show you that I'm here because I want to be here. If I choose to, if you guys decide to hire me, I'm going to make sure I even want to work here. And so that you guys know I'm here because I want to be here. I want you to look at my credit report. I'm not in debt.
Right. Right. And see that's going to help you. See, these little things that you say and throw out, I get to use like in my personal life. So it's very helpful. Like I'd say between you Cosmic Wisdom, I don't even mess with Cosmic Wisdom. She's like out there in space, and I'm just still on Earth. So I try not to even bother her most of the time with questions, because I'm not even ready for most of the stuff that she's telling. Like, I checked out the websites and stuff, but I was like, man, I still don't have. I'm such a one-minded individual. I have to do one thing at a time.
And that's how you're supposed to do it. That's how you're supposed to do it, one thing at a time. Because once you get out of debt and you get out of zero, and then you start listening to Cosmic, you're gonna understand everything she's saying.
And I'm gonna say, like, I bug you privately every now and then. I call you, so I'm one of those people you're talking on the phone with. So I'm always asking questions and stuff like that when I have them. So, and you always give very good advice and a path to success. It's not just, you're not just like filling people up with garbage. Like, you're really telling people the truth, and that's why I'm teaching you
to be able to help yourself, and then and think about it, NC Biggs. You're going to naturally pass this to your kids, right?
Yes, absolutely. I mean,
naturally.
I mean, whether they listen or not, they're gonna know what they did wrong. What they did was wrong.
Right. Exactly.
Then they're gonna come talk to LJ or his corporate operation, whoever, and they're gonna tell them the same thing. They're gonna be like, well, your dad told you what to do. Why didn't you do it? You know, but he told you what to do, so you know it's wrong. So you know what you need to do. So, you know, really, honestly, you can pretty much talk to your dad, but you can talk to us too. You know, it's fine.
Right.
You know, but I really appreciate it, and my other question kind of escaped me because I really wanted to answer Dave's question, but I really appreciate everything that you guys have offered here, and especially you, LJ. You've helped out a lot when it comes to this whole scenario. You're welcome, man. I wouldn't say that. I'd say, like, you're really quick at responding to questions, especially on emails. Like, oh my God, like, somebody sends you an email, like, within an hour or so, you're usually on it. So it's like, I've never seen that kind of response time. I mean, response time is unreal.
Well, you know, and honestly, I'm gonna tell you, NC Biggs, it's the type of question you ask me, because when you're coming out of debt. Are you talking to somebody? Yeah, I'm listening.
When
you're coming out of debt, there's certain questions that you ask a certain way. Okay. And many people don't know why you're asking it that way. So when you ask me a question a certain way, I know why you're asking me that way. So I have to get that Now, when somebody just asks me an average question, I just like, oh, okay, they're just seeing if I know something, right? But when you're getting out of debt, there's certain things that you need to know pretty quickly. And it doesn't take but a minute to shoot you back the answer because I already know what you're asking and why you're asking it.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, anybody that thinks chapter 7 is easy, it is not easy, man. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like, I am going through it right now, and
It's
all the
not easy.
paperwork that they want your life blood right now. I'm telling you, they want your life. Most people wouldn't even have the patience to fill this out, and I have a lawyer to help me, and most people wouldn't even have the patience to go and look up all this information about yourself just to do it. Let alone, I mean, because I'm thinking like a person that's in debt, they want everything like McDonald's, like, you know, can I get it right now? Like, you know, I want it right now and have it my way, you know. So when it comes to this, no tag. I don't have a bill. So I'm just letting her know. I'm just letting somebody know. Hold on one second. No bill. Okay. So yeah, they want it their way right now. So the problem is with that is they don't have a great attitude when it comes to doing these kind of chapter 7s and stuff. I just don't see it happening. And my biggest thing is oh God, somebody's calling me.
Yeah, your voice changed.
Hold on, somebody calling me.
All right, man, we can come back. NC.
All right.
Oh, you there?
Yeah, it was calling me.
Okay.
Somebody's calling me. I just wanted to say that chapter 7 is not easy, and for anybody that thinks that it's going to be like you just sign up for that and it's going to be free and it's going to be fun, it's not free. First off, like for me, I had to shop around. LJ, you helped me out with that because there's plenty of people out here trying to get me for far more than just what what they were. I shopped around, I showed the price, and people. One dude was just like, "Oh my God, he's selling it for that price? I can't believe it. No way, no." People were just freaking out, you know. So
and you had them fighting, competing against themselves now.
I just yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay, so it takes a lot to do chapter 7. I don't recommend anybody that's not serious about actually just trying to get out of debt. It's not worth doing. Like it's just really not worth doing. I don't recommend anybody doing that. Like it's a pain in the behind. They want to know everything. They're going to be all up in your business. You know, far more than LJ is going to be in your business. I can tell you that.
Way more.
LJ makes it look like he's just rubbing your arm. They all up in your diaphragm and everything. They down your throat. They want to know everything. They want 6 months of information, all your W-2s for the last 3 years. They want to know how much money you're going to get back this year.
Yep.
Not next year, not last year, this year. They want to know this year. If you're going to get money back, they want to know. They want to know everything, and they want to know it now. And
yes,
and this is all to say that you may not even get approved. And that's the kicker of it all. You may
did
not
you already
even get
did you already take your means test? Did they already have you?
No. They're still gathering information from me, so they're asking me questions.
Oh, wow.
Hey, can you give me this? Can you give me that? Because I didn't give them everything up front. Like I gave them some stuff, but I was sending them stuff, and so they're telling me what they want, and so I have to get all that stuff together. And now, no, I'm still working at the second job until this week. So budgeting the time to do that is like 10, 11 o'clock at night to get all this information for them. So I have to motivate myself to get this stuff done in order to get the things they want. So I'm juggling it, but I'm not juggling it well, but I'm juggling it. So that's why
there's no other way. You got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I mean, and once I get up there, my credit numbers. The number on my credit is not going to be great. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like when I send you mine, it's going to be definitely low when I
It
send
doesn't
it to you,
matter
but
because that
it's
doesn't
going to be
matter.
a zero.
The zeros are the only thing that matter. Don't worry about the credit score. The zeros is what matter. All right.
It's definitely going to be a zero. I'm going for the zeros right now.
The
I want a
zeros.
zero. So, but and I appreciate the condolences from everybody. But I just wanted to share since Dave asked, and thank you, LJ, for letting me talk a little bit.
Of course, man. All
All
right.
right, well, I'm gonna go back to listening. You you have a good day.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Well, I love learning new things about SMD family members. I love learning myself, because I didn't know that people thought that they had to prepare themselves before they saw me so I wouldn't judge them. So let me say this right now so you guys understand. I already understand the reason why you're coming to me, because your finances are in shambles. Okay, that's not my concern, right? You're coming to me because of that. Don't feel alone. This is all you got to do. If you feel that you messed up, this is how you get over that. Okay, if you feel that you've messed up with financing a car, this is what I want you to do. I want you to Google how much car debt is there. It's in the trillions. So right there, that tells you there's millions of people. If you feel that you've messed up with credit cards, you Google total credit card debt. It's in the trillions. That's millions of people. It's not just you. So whatever you come to me with, it's not just you. There's millions of people that do the exact same things you do or have done with your finances. So don't be embarrassed. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to get you out of debt and give you the path to it. Here's the plan. I look at your stuff. You don't want me to look at your stuff? Just call me up. I can tell you how to do it. I'll tell you exactly what to do. If you're in a particular financial situation and you want information on what you should do about it, call me up. Let me know. I can tell you. I can tell you what to do. Don't do that. And I'll justify everything I tell you. I'm going to show you the mathematics of it. Okay. Dave says Chapter 7 bankruptcy used to be it was very easy until they revamped it. Because I remember when I was young, I used to have family members that would use bankruptcy just like this. They would go charge up a whole bunch of stuff and then file Chapter 7, start all over. And then they would charge up a bunch of stuff again, because I think you could file Chapter 7 bankruptcy every 3 years back then. And then they would just keep repeating the process. When I was young and I heard that, I was like, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Only people in debt do certain things like that. Dave says it's not fun when the government all up in your stuff. Yeah. Dave says, in the grand scheme of things, credit scores don't even matter. They don't. And notice how NC Biggs is still kind of, and this is not his fault, this is more for him. He's still hanging on, hey, my credit score is really not that great. That's just the lingering effects of the credit matrix. Because if you've been just like me, I was raised all my life to believe credit score, you wasn't anything or anybody without a high credit score. That was taught to me since I was a child, all the way up to a grown adult. Hey, man, what's your credit score? What's your credit score? I can help you improve your credit score. Credit score don't mean anything. It's the zeros underneath of your whole entire credit report. It's the zeros that matter. There's millions of people out there that will never have all zeros on their credit report like I do, like other SMD family members have. This is why I post you guys. This is why I post entire credit reports. Here's the latest one. Let me show you guys the latest one. All right, 1 second. There it is. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Gosh, I got a whole bunch, man. You guys are just, I always post them. Man, let me see. 1 second. Close that. Open that. Share that. That's not that. Anyway, it was the recent Quentin's. Where is that at? 1 second. Let me see. Anyway, Dave says majority, if not all of us, went through something similar, if not the same. Yeah, we all have. Anyway, again, this is Q&A Sundays. If you guys, this is how long we'll go. If you have questions, post them in the discourse. That's what I'll do. Did I post the recent one? I don't think I posted the recent one. That's where I forgot to post. Let me make sure. I sure didn't, did I? Yeah, let me do that. Thanks for reminding me of that, Hyphy. Much appreciated, man. Because Yeah, I didn't even post. Wow. Okay. Because I just posted it. Wow, I sure didn't. Okay. 1 second, you guys. Let me look up something. I'm looking up something right quick. Back. Nope, I sure didn't. Crap. I only did it on my Facebook, so I gotta 1 second here. I gotta do something here. While I'm doing this, you guys can come up with some questions. Anybody else want to jump on? You can. I can't believe I didn't post that. That is the weirdest thing. Because I know I posted it on my Facebook. Yeah, there it is. All right. All right, 1 second here. So this is the latest one. All right, and I'm also going to post this in the Discord server so you guys can see. And I posted other SMD family members' credit reports are in there. And I do this all the time so I can show you, so you guys can see that, especially you people that are new to my channel, I want you guys to see what true financial freedom looks like. I want you guys to see it. Okay. See that? That's what true financial freedom looks like. I want you guys to see that. All right. That's what it looks like. True financial freedom. A bunch of zeros. This is a non-judgmental familia. Thank you, Jennifer. That's Jennifer's. You see Jennifer's credit report up there? That's hers right there. And honestly, when Jennifer first sent me hers, that's when I really discovered the pattern. I was like, I didn't even pay attention to that, but hers look. As soon as I saw hers, I referenced mine, and I was like, wow, hers look like mine. That's the secret. There's the answer. That's how you can tell. People who are debt free, people that are in debt, their credit reports will never look like this. They can never. They have to pay off their debt for their credit reports to look like this. Dave says my TransUnion is 879, 795, but I like LJ said, I love seeing zeros on my credit report. The zeros are the zeros outweigh the credit scores, man. The zeros, it's like once you get to zeros, you're not going to really care about what the credit score is. You're really not going to care. Honestly, you're not. Oh yeah, NC Biggs, I can tell it's strong in you. The force is strong. The force is strong. Dave says, instead of me worrying about my credit score, I'm figuring out how to use my CC the least so they don't get reduced or closed by the CC company. Yeah, that's what I use my CC to buy everything, Dave. Everything. I never pull out my debit card anywhere. I always pull out my credit card, no matter how small the purchase is. Credit card. Dave says, man, I love these balances, very low. So anyway, I thank you guys for letting me know about the shirt. I'm going to definitely talk to my bro and see how I'm going to get these ordered. I will let you guys know the prices. They will be much thicker than the first ones. All right. They will be in color like this. Okay. Different sayings on the back. So when I make the first batch of shirts, I'm going to let you guys know what the statements are going to be on the back of the shirt. But this particular model of shirt, it says FHA mortgages, loan owner, not homeowner. Okay. So I appreciate you guys' feedback. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the appreciate you guys' participation. It looks like it's the end of the questions. And we are about an hour and 30 minutes in. So until next time, until next Sunday, remember, please don't forget to share this with all your friends here. This is all you got to share. You don't even have to tell them my name. You just got to go Google #savings-debt. That's all you got to do. They'll find me. I'm the only one. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful Sunday. Until next time. All right. See you later.